Then ask the minister, now are they coming to correct the papers or not? Why can't you mark it with all the teachers that are available? Look, if they don't come, they don't come. That's not an answer I can give in parliament. No, I'm asking you, give me a answer that I can tell the country and parliament. Now, if it's marked by the teachers and not marked by the dons, what happens? Any minister has now said there's a political force behind it. So now you have to go from there. No? If the FUTA says they are not a political force, then it gets dragged on some more. So you have come toward this thing. One is, I am thinking of making education, especially examinations, a compulsory service. Others can shout. In the country, it will be the most popular thing. And then secondly, an exams committee, GCE exams committee. Both those I will put it by emergency, and then you can bring the legislation. So one of the two tell me. So that I am asking you all this time. All these parents are waiting, you just can't put this thing aside, no man. And if no one, the people who, all those who marked the papers last time must be available for service now. If not, I will prosecute them and take their property off. So it's not a question of moratorium. You will be bankrupt. That's all. You can't stop the education of children, no? But what nonsense is this? So anyway, work out one of the two and tell me. That's all. By next week, I must tell the AG to be ready with the emergency regulation. Let's see which MP is going to vote against it. I'll ask for a vote by name. So tell them these are the two options. If you don't come back and you want to have a confrontation, we are willing to come for the confrontation. But no one is going to hold the education of children as hostage. That I am not allowing. That can't be allowed. Look, that labour law will come late and forget the labour law. Don't worry about those. I want to start the exams and the schools. So don't talk to me about the labour law. That will come later. You all must come up to the solution end of this week. If you don't have one, I will take it up in cabinet and then we will decide what to do. Speak to the minister, then we'll have a meeting this week and decide. But now the minister has also made a statement. We can't go back on it and we can only go forward. Now, how many schools have internet? A-level and O-level schools. 4,600. Then with this, it will be 5,600. That is only 50%. Then there are how many more A-level schools without internet? So we must ensure all the A-level schools have internet, whether it comes from the TRC budget or our budget or anything. And then we'll look at the O-level schools. But at least all the A-level schools in the next 2 years must be on the internet. Foreign scholarships for A-level qualified students. Then I want to have something more for people who pass out from Sri Lankan universities annually. At least one scholarship, doctorate, every year we have to give. At Oxford, one at Cambridge, one at MIT, one at Harvard. Later on we can increase. But we have to find the money. Annually they go. Harvard. You all have to select the numbers from the Sri Lankan universities, not only state ones, but even SLIIT and others who grant their own degrees. We send them. It's mainly going to be on at least 3 of them. You can rotate it. 3 of them has to be on technology. One is on liberal arts and social justice. And then we can even ask some of the diaspora to contribute to a fund that will pay for it. We have to have a plan, both public and private universities. How quickly can you get? You have to have 10,000 graduates going out of them for engineering technology and 5,000 we must take for medicine. But I want a plan for that. Look, you have 350, I was counting or more, government-run technical and vocational training institutes. So why don't we look at it and bring them all under, one is to merge, I don't know, in my view, merge VTA and NITA together. Then bring all their things plus the youth council ones and others all under that. And work it, we must see what is the additional money we need for training next year. But you'll have the buildings. No? If you do 2 sessions a day, it's a question of more equipment. But next year we must take them and start training them according to the market demand.